A while back, I had heard of randonauting, exploring by using randomly generated coordinates as your point of destination while setting an intention, and had been wanting to try it. Using the Randonautica app, I decided today to try it for the first time. And on this day, I was joined by Peter. We decided to set the circumference within 1.5 kilometers. I wasn't sure about these settings it asked about, so we just went with the one that required the most owl tokens. It asks to set an intention, so I just thought, to have a little adventure, to have fun. And with the coordinates of our void anomaly in place, off we went. I was immediately on the lookout for anything interesting. A footprint in cement with little doggy prints next to it, in front of a stump ingrown into a fence. This tree. This next to this. Why would someone write the names of these new release films here? Peter suggested the arrow at the end of the T was pointing to the house. I just think it was because someone was trying to be funny. Then we surmised why someone would wrap these flowers around this tree. Peter wondered if maybe someone proposed here. I wondered if someone died here, or that maybe someone took them from a nearby bush and just placed them there on a whim. At the end of the street, I pointed out a mural that used to read Cosmic Love before it had its bottom half painted over, which could be seen in a tabloid picture of Kristen Stewart at a Black Lives Matter protest. We reached a first fork in the road regarding which street we should take, and I made the split-second decision that we should go with the flow of the streetlights, keeping us on the north side of Hollywood Boulevard. After passing by the brand new Harbor Freight that replaced a Pier 1 Imports, a new apartment complex I think is ugly, and the 7-Eleven where Peter got a slushie after a Moby concert, we crossed a freeway entrance which we had recognized from the film Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. I also recognized it when watching Cheech and Chong's next movie.
Hey, I didn't get this thing out of first.
After crossing Hollywood South, a couple of bottles of alcohol in a plastic bag caught my eye. We deduced they were not filled with alcohol.
Hey man, that's pee!
Continuing down the same street, Peter got excited when he saw under the KTLA tower a building he had a bad experience at. Upon getting closer, he changed his mind, stating, "I think I'm wrong. I don't think this is it." I then got excited seeing a billboard for Neil Young's new album. There was another nearby billboard that caught Peter's eye for the film Moonfall, which I had asked him about earlier, and he hadn't heard of it. I wondered if he still would have noticed it if I hadn't previously mentioned it. Around the corner and down the street from Arby's, we finally entered the radius of our coordinates for our void anomaly. I immediately began keeping an eye out for anything interesting, a sign of any kind. As soon as we were feeling we weren't sure what to make of our void anomaly, I was drawn towards a plastic bag on the ground. On the reverse side of it was what felt like our message. Thank you. We parted ways, agreeing we indeed had a fun little adventure. If you keep an eye out when walking around, there's always something to look at, which is especially the case when you aren't looking for anything at all.